All right, welcome everyone. Welcome. Let's see what the updates are. Over here, first of all, let's take a look at this. Positive outlook for the US dollar. Very, very positive. Like, anything to do with the US dollar, I think it's, wow, look at that. Cautious optimism, selective risk taking. This is active buying. This is aggressive risk taking. Speculative euphoria. So things are positive. What's the strong quarterly earnings from key companies like, okay, whatever, Fed chair stability. So we remember Trump said that I want to fire Jerome Powell. But now they said, okay, you know what? We're going to keep him on. That's what they said, that we're going to keep him on. So that's interesting. That's interesting how these things are happening. I mean, if we search here, Powell, Trump says he has no plans to fire Fed Powell. Market jumps. This is 6 hours ago. Trump steps down from threat to fire Powell. No plans. This is 9 hours ago. And then you can kind of look at the price action and look to see when the market opened. At Asian session, it opened with a 280 pip gap at Asian market open. That's huge. Even have it at market open. That's incredibly big. That's something that doesn't happen every day. But so anyway, let's take a look on the 4 hour here. 4 hours continue to push down, but it's coming down into this rejection area where we don't know whether there will be some sort of a rejection here or not. Give me like 2 minutes over here. Let me fix this shit. Salam Raja, can he really fire Powell? Yep, he can really fire Powell. It's insane the amount of power the president has. President has like the topmost power. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Where's the chat? Walaikum salam, Saad. Welcome. Let's take a look on the 1 hour time frame now. 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame. Now, when I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame, let's bring out the chat. Okay, so when I'm looking at the 30-minute time frame, very clear that there was a support, but now we have formed some sort of a resistance here. Obviously, we broke there as well, but now we're coming down. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. I want to take a look to the left-hand side. And looking at the left-hand side, this is where we're at. So we're tapping into 32.92. Let's take a look on the 30-minute to the left-hand side. Okay, left-hand side is just right there as well. But you can see now, if you look closely, there's support at 32.90. Above that support, there's another support, 32.96. So I think that's going to be of preference right over here. Let's take a look on the 15-minute to the left-hand side and see what we get on the 15-minute. Okay, yeah, that's the support there as well. Okay, cool, perfect. So we're in a range now, right? We're in a range, even on a 15-minute time frame, and this is a 230 pip range. It's like a massive range. Sir, buying from? No, not buying anything. Just going to wait for price to come up, create some sort of a market structure, and then see if we can continue on to push down. So this is sort of like a resistance I'm looking at, 33.23 for price to push up. In the morning, however, this was sort of like the range that we were looking at right over here. You see this range? This is the range which we were looking at right here. And then below this range, we had this 160 pip range for price to move. But that's already done. $100 movement in one session, ridiculous. Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. आप funded firm open करने वाले हैं? Yes, sir. It's called, इसका नाम है Dominion Funding. Dominion Funding. How can I join MFU? Well, then you can't join. Where is your trade on the charts that you took this morning? What do you mean? Where is the trade on the charts? Mr. Prashant Mall. Mr. Prashant Mall. This one right here. Have to toggle it on and off. How come your big wins are? Because I'm not live at that point. That's why. Hello from Mexico. Hello there. How could have anyone taken sell that break this morning? So I posted the analysis this morning. I gave out the range. Now let's take a look at this right here. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, this candle was coming down to break below this low, and based on the analysis I posted, we had 160 pip range for price to push now. Let's take a look on the 30 minute. I'll post down, I'll give like a full detailed analysis later on in Discord. So this 30-minute candle came, it broke below the previous candle and started to break below the support as well, and it was an impulse entry on a 1 hour time frame, and then we continue on to push down. 3000 वाला अकाउंट किधर है? यही है यार, आप पहले देखें ना मैंने किया क्या है. What is your suggestion to put stop loss for such wild candle? I was risking about $17,000 on this. My risk was 17,000 to basically for price to continue till 33.10, 33.12. But you know there was a lot of volume, so I couldn't close at 33.12 or 33.13. So I ended up closing the trade around 33.10. Nice to see you, sir. First subscribe. Thank you. Welcome. Is MRT website need subscription? MFU, yes. Comment your view on setting EA execution in MT5 versus a manual trade. You can use EA execution, but a lot of times what guys are going to try to do is they'll try to use like an arbitrage or they'll try to use latency arbitrage bots. You know, so those will probably get flagged by a broker, so you got to be careful. 1, 0, 1, 2, 4. Joined Dominion Markets. Your words are so promising. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. We've actually done a lot of work on Dominion Markets, you know, so I do appreciate those kind words. What's happening over here? Yeah. What's your suggestion to put stop loss for search? Okay, already answered that. So yeah, like, you know, right now I'm just going to wait. If we create some sort of a resistance, I'll look to sell in this 190 pip range. And I'm going to be using the same 18 lots, 20 lots. That's it. Yeah, so till then, I think there's going to be a lot of waiting involved. Pound yen is now continuing here. Let's take a look have a little sneak peek at pound yen. Looks like pound yen, well, there's a support right here in pound yen where the market opened this morning. And if you measure the range, this is about it's like a 10 pip range. But below that area, I think this area here looks good till 188.300. Till 188.300. Let's take a look at this over here. Let's bring out the support, 188.560 below this area. 23 pip. Is it 23? Yeah, 23 pip range. 23 pip range. Dominion Markets पर किस तरह ट्रेड करते हैं? साद इलाही, आप इस ग्रुप में क्यों हैं यार? एक तो प्राइवेट मैसेज भेज रहे हैं, ऊपर से कह रहे हैं डोमिनियन मार्केट्स में कैसे ट्रेड करें? How to trade on Dominion Markets? Why are you here? Did sells about 25 minutes ago made sense? Yes. Yes, it did make sense. Yes, I was actually looking at this. Take a look at this. This was a perfect impulse entry. Was it on the 1 hour time frame? It was right here. Where was it? Right here. Candle closed with no wick at the bottom. Next candle wicked up, broke below the low, and then continue on to push down. 3,000 to 200,000. Wow. No, man. It's not 3,000 to 200,000. The guy said, wow. I deposited money. I deposited 43,000. It's not 3,200,000. I deposited 43,000 from my $600,000 account, and then that's it. Because I realized like there's going to be really big moves happening, which I tweeted about this. I've talked about it on Instagram a lot of times that huge moves are going to happen soon. So I decided that, okay, it makes no sense for me to trade a $3,000 account when I can make great money by taking advantage of these moves. So I deposited $43,000 and then started really taking advantage of these moves. So this is the time. This is a time to make some really solid gains. And I only have that one thing in my mind. That's it. To make some solid gains. That's it. And that's the only reason I deposited money. Yeah, that's the only reason I deposited money. Website you've seen on news, I think to register need subscription. Yes, this does need subscription. This website right over here, marketedge.ai. I mean, the things here you can get, the things here you can see. Look at that. I go to gold, click on the brain. AI is generating. AI has now given me some information here about gold, right? And the reason why it's now starting to push down here as well. Expectations that the Federal Reserve will resume its rate cutting cycle, which means that rate cuts will come in, are weakening the US dollar and supporting gold prices. Is Market Edge your next business? It's not my business. It's not my business. But this is a really good tool. I really, really enjoy this tool. View daily headlines. You can search for headlines. Let's say I want to search Trump. It's going to tell me everything that's supposed to do with Trump. Everything. If I search Powell, it will show me everything that's to do with Powell. If I search China, it will show me anything that there's to do with China. Look at that. China foreign minister. This is not the right way to deal with China, and it is not feasible. So China's like, yo, Trump, like, what are you talking about? You can't treat us like this. And you search Trump, and then you see, oh, gold falls as Trump breaks down from threat to firepower. No, okay. Australia shares rise. Trump tones down attacks on Fed, hence lower China tariffs. Yeah, so they're trying to ease up from China, and China's like, yo, brother, you can't just one day say that we're going to put tariffs on you, and the next day say, oh, no, you know what? We're not going to do that. Like, come on. What's going on? What's happening? Let's take a look at this over here. Kelvin, gold chart. What's this? M15 formed a low. M15 retails formed a confirmation candle. Okay. CanX candle created upper wick and broke the low. Took a sell. Stop loss 45, which is more tighter than 30 minutes entry. Yeah, I mean, so what was the outcome? Like, you won the trade? What happened? What was the outcome? No, it's not an app so far. How can you know which session is most active one for some period? How can we know that to execute on it? I see that a lot of your trades are active in pre-London for some reason most of the time. Yeah, because pre-London is a very active session. Pre-London, London Open. If you go through our videos in Market Fluidity, what you will learn and what you will see is that a lot of volume comes in on pre-London. Sometimes when there's no volume in pre-London, you're going to start to see volume in London Open. If there's no volume pre-London, London Open, you're going to start to see volume coming in about, pre-New York, New York Open. So you start to understand, in which sessions there is some sort of a volume, the more you see that session. For example, for a long time, I've been noticing, if you also look at the charts, you'll see that for the past 2 months, there's been a lot of volume in, TradingView not working. Do I give a shit about TradingView working or not? Anyway, for the last 2 months, there has been a lot of volume in Asian session, and I was keeping tabs on that. And yesterday was my first trade I took on the Asian session. This was a trade right here. I took on the Asian session this trade. This was right here. This one right over here. Impulse entry and trend. This strategy was called impulse entry and trend, where there was volume and volume just pushed price up. You know, because we've been noticing in the past 2 months, there's been a lot of volume in the Asian session. Most of the news have happened in the Asian session. And I was very fortunate to get that. And then there was another impulse entry for price to push down. Then this was another impulse entry this morning. Are trades on ECN account executed in real life market, or are we provided with a demo environment? What the fuck does that mean? Like, every trade you execute on ECN is like, what's a demo environment and what's a live market environment? You guys are watching too many bullshit videos on YouTube. What's a demo environment? What's a live environment? And environment is an environment, whether you're looking at a demo account or you're looking at a live account. Like, the prices you see on demo and live account, they're the same fucking prices that come from the liquidity provider. You know, you think like what does that even mean? You're watching too many stupid ass YouTube videos out there. A demo and live environment are the same environments. There's no difference. Is futures gold price action same as Forex gold? No, I don't know. I don't know that answer. Combining SRC and fundamentals are better. Yeah, that's true. Let's take a look at this. Can you help me to solve it? Yesterday trade, I took a trade on 15-minute time frame. Let's take a look at this. What was the outcome? Oh, what's this? 30-minute broke. Entry sell while it broke the low. Okay, right here. This candle will have a big stop loss. No problem. Why prefer to wait for 30 minutes entry at first instead of 15-minute entry with stop loss tighten? Oh, because 30-minute is a much better confirmation. But the more you look at it, the more you're going to start to create a reasoning in your mind that in which, hey, I remember this trade. This was a sell yesterday. Yeah, this was a sell yesterday, right over here. This was a sell yesterday. You know, price broke. This candle closed below this area, and the next one just took a sell. I mean, look at the range to the left-hand side. From here to the next support, this is a 370 pip range. 370 pip range. So you can afford to have like a 60, 50 pip stop loss. Even, you know, the 60 to 70 pip stop loss. It's fine. You can't expect to have like a 20 pip stop when your range is 380 pips. You know, if your range is like 50 pips, 60 pips, then sure, you can have like you know, 20 pip stop. LFTJ is saying, chill, Indian, chill. Okay, Mr. Broke Ass, you can stay there telling me to chill, but I'm going to do what I love to do. What is price action and how it works? Go through babypips.com. Why did you take impulse entry and not wait for the candle to close after consolidation? Well, it was a 1 hour impulse. I'll post like the full breakdown later on. But yeah, just waiting over here, you know, just waiting for some sort of, I mean, if you do break below 3301, you still have like a 91 pip range. Today I cleared a 25,000 Dominion funding account. Beautiful. Thank you so much for education. Amazing. Very, very nice. I also noticed that about Asian session, I took the same trade yesterday and today. Wow, good to see that I'm not the only one. The trade you took, can you explain how you held for solo? Consider there was a 50 pip pullback during the push down. Yeah, it was fine, but you look at the full range, it was a very, very big, fuller range. And like, you know, the moves have been very, very aggressive during these times too. You know, like for some reason, New York session hasn't been as aggressive as the London session. I was aiming for London Open and missed all the moves on pre-London. If I aim for London session, should I already active in pre-London? You can. And that's something that you will notice as well. Sometimes there's going to be a lot of volume in pre-London. Sometimes there's going to be volume in London session. And then you're going to start to see that, okay, is there more volume in pre-London or London? I've been watching London session for the past 4 years straight, you know, and I have started to understand now that there's more volume in pre-London than there is in London session. And like, you know, to be able to hold trades longer, that depends on how much time have you really spent in holding smaller trades. I mean, look, it's a Wednesday today, right? It's a Wednesday today? Wednesday or Tuesday? It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. So Wednesdays and Thursdays, we have a lot of volume in the markets. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm more prone to hold a fuller trade than I am on Mondays or Tuesdays. But these times are just nuts. This reminds me of COVID times when we had COVID. Whenever they would say now the cases are up, gold would just continue to fly up like 150 pips, 200 pips. Especially the same thing that happened when we had Russia and Ukraine thing going on. In Russia and Ukraine thing, gold was also moving, like 200 pips, 300 pips, 400 pip 1 hour candles. Crazy. So what's going on now with the trade tariffs, with the trade wars with China, it's no different. It's no different than that. Even Asian session seems to be stronger at the moment. Yeah, very strong Asian sessions. Just insanely strong. Insanely strong. And to be able to hold trades, you really have to, practice holding smaller trades. Practice holding 50% of your positions, 60% of your positions. Start with maybe 10% or 20% of the positions. In gold, ICT or SMC doesn't work. Why? Well, they don't work anyway. How can something that looks like rocket science work when you can't even read a simple candle? When you can't even understand where, a simple candle is going to go? How? So, can existing US clients still trade in Dominion markets? No. How many times before pre-London session? Every time. Pre-London session happens every day. Okay, got to do something very important. Let's see here. You hold trades and it doesn't even phase you? No, it doesn't phase me at all. Trading is a game at this point. Took the same entry as your got 30 pips of practice holding more, especially with the fundamentals in favor. Yep, that's it. It's just practice. Oh, wow. Look at that. You could have put your stop loss at break even after that 50 pip retracement and then should have been good. Sir, USD JPY sell hai ya buy? So the question is USD JPY a sell or a buy? USD JPY. Let's take a look at BTC. Oh, Bitcoin is coming back to 94,000. Look at that. USD JPY is suffering from less than 1 pip. Is it a sell or a buy? So USD, man, it's been a long while since I looked at USD JPY. I think USD JPY below 141,470 is a sell till over here, 33 pips. Yeah, 33 pips. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to bring back dark. Okay, so nice. So this scale up also ends up saving. Yeah, so this is probably what you can look for, right over here. So this is support. So now you have to wait to see how this candle will react to 141,550. If we create some sort of a support, then I guess you have this range for price to fall back in. This then now becomes like a 54 pip range. What is the most important factor in price action setups? It is the volume or the clear range. It's the clear range and volume. And volume comes from knowing what session you are in. Yeah. Check what 4-hour time frame is saying on gold. The 4-hour time frame on gold is saying that we are bearish, but we are also coming into a rejection area. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we are tapping into a support. Looking into a 30-minute time frame. So we're doing multi-time frame analysis. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, we created a zone around 33.23. We moved down till 32.94. Now we're in the middle of this range. Now let's take a look on the 15-minute. Looking at the 15-minute time frame, we need to wait for price to create some sort of market structure, come up, create some resistance, and then continue on to push down. If you read books, so please recommend a self-help book. Okay, I'll tell you the book I'm reading these days. This is the book I'm reading these days. This book is called Start with Why. Start with Why. This is what the book is called. The global bestseller. How great leaders inspire everyone to take action. Really, 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 really good book. Start with Why. I'm on page 77 now. And the page 77, the title of page 77 is Clarity, Discipline, and Consistency. Clarity, discipline, and consistency. Amazing book. The next chapter here is The Emergence of Trust. Very, very important. Amazing chapters, how a tipping point tips. Start with why, but know how. Wow, look at this chapter here. Communication is not about speaking, it's listening. So the more you can listen, the better you're going to be able to gauge and understand what the other person wants. I want to know what steps I need to take in Forex trading. I've already opened my account in Dominion Markets. What are the next steps I should take moving forward? Go to babypips.com and learn about support, resistance. Go through my videos on YouTube. I have a lot of content on YouTube. Go through my videos on YouTube and you will learn so many things over there. Very basic concept about risk management, price action, some very basic price action and risk management. Sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. My barber messaged me. I have to get a haircut today. Yeah. Our host the live streaming every day. Yes. What happens is you will get the confirmation on 15-minute, but the 30-minute is still not confirmed to execute trade. What will I do? I'll take it on the 15-minute. I'll take it on the 15-minute these days because there is lots of volume. So I will take it on the 15-minute. Okay, where's Talabat? I have to order some groceries. Don't see any hair to cut. Funny guy. No, I have to support my buddy's business, man. I have to support my buddy's business. Does your barber trade too? No, he doesn't trade. He's a rich barber though. I'm not gonna lie. He's a rich barber. Where are apples? I need apples. Fruit and vegetables. I need to order some apples over here. I got blueberries. I got bananas. Watermelon. Where are apples? Apples. Okay. So this would be an impulse entry in trend on the 15-minute time frame if it had a lower wick, but there's no lower wick over here. And I'm not even telling you to take a buy at this point. If it had a lower wick. Barber business is best. They cut your hair and also take money from you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Does it make sense for impulse sell? This happened today at pre-London. Let's take a look at this. All right. Let's see here. Candle broke. below previous low over here. Next candle wicks up, breaks the low. Yeah, it does. We actually talked about this right over here. This was the one right here. Wicked up, broke below the low to continue pushing down. Yes, it does. The candle stop losses are bigger because of what's going on with gold. Is that in our favor? Yes, that's correct. When will this crazy volatility end? I don't know, and I hope it doesn't. You know, I don't know, and I hope it doesn't. You know, this is kind of like when someone is used to driving a Honda Civic, and then all of a sudden they're given a Ferrari or a Lamborghini to drive, and it's just too fast, and they're like, man, this shit is too fast. It gets annoying. It's too fast. I want to go back to my Honda Civic. But the guys who drive the Porsches and the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris, they're like, oh, yo, this is perfect. We love it. This is awesome. You know, so price action these days is like drifting. It's like drifting, you know. So it's I love it. Like look, the candles drift 200 pips down, and then they drift 100 pips back up. Isn't that fun? Explain the previous trade you took and why. No, I don't know, but before this, my trades was going better than now since the big stop losses candle. Yeah. So lower your lot size and increase your stop losses. Lower your lot size and increase your stop losses. What is Pahalgam attack? What is this Pahalgam? What is it? Pahalgam. What is this? India aviation regularly following attack on tourists in Kashmir's Pahalgam. There is unexpected demand from tourists seeking to return to their homes. Oh, wow. It's an attack. You know how awesome Market Edge AI is? Look at that. I searched right over here. I'm going to click this brain, and it's going to analyze this news, and it's going to spit out some information. Market AI is striking. Bro, come on, AI. Don't embarrass me over here. I'm promoting you. Here we go. The terror attack is triggered immediate operation response, while this supports short-term operation resilience from airline. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. So this causes INR to go down. India tourism stocks have gone down. Indian airline stocks, no information. Potential tourism disruption. Man, this is interesting. I like this. This is awesome. Wow. I like that. I like that shit. Bought Dominion funding from Profit. Let's see how far it goes. Welcome to dominionfunding.trade. You know the same market conditions that you get on Dominion markets, those are the same conditions you get on Dominion funding. The same conditions. This PropFirm is backed by Dominion markets, and just for the month of April, they have 15% off. I say they because there's a separate team that's running Dominion funding. I'm not running it. You know, this on a $100,000 account, there's a 15% off. The same conditions you get on Dominion markets right over here. Look at the gold spread, 1.2 pip gold spread. This is the same spread you're going to get on Dominion funding. The same market conditions, exactly the same. You know, so go get it. TradingView is not loading. I don't care. Is it really not loading? TradingView. Let's take a look at this. TradingView. All right. Gold. What do you mean it's not loading? It's loading for me. Fine. What's wrong? Maybe it's your internet, buddy. Make some money and get good internet. What's happening? What's up? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so the 1 hour candle is loading. Okay, we're doing some troubleshooting now. Is it just the 30-minute? 30 minutes not loading. The 15-minute and the 30-minute charts are gone. The only thing we have is 45 minutes we have? Yeah, we have 45 minutes. Go trade the 45-minute time frame. What's wrong with the 45-minute time frame? Go trade the 45-minute time frame. Can I get 45-minute time frame here? Time frame? 45 minutes? 30 minutes. No 45 minutes. Wish they had 45 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, why can't I log in my Dominion MT5 account? I don't know. Maybe you're doing something wrong. We have 20,000 users now on MT5, and they all can open up their accounts. They all can open up their accounts. Okay, so look, the candle bodies are getting smaller now, which is great. Do you know David Paul? No. Does David Paul know me? My wife is sending me reels over here. This one reel she sent me, this reel is like, so the doctor is asking this to a man, right? The doctor says, are you involved in any dangerous sports? And the man says, well, sometimes I disagree with my wife. You know, like anyone out there, you know, if you're a tough guy out there and you're disagreeing with the wife, man, that's like a hard sport to play. That's a hard sport to play because you can't even go to sleep. You go to sleep, the wife comes up, yo, what's up? Why are you sleeping? What's up? We're having an argument. So funny. Are you planning on introducing MT5? You know what? MT5 integration is almost finished. MT5 integration is almost done. We're so close. It's almost done. Oh, here comes another reel. And this reel is me forcing him to see all the reels sent by me. Wow. I honestly don't watch any reel. Wife volatility. My cap is $10,000 this month, PNL in April. Let's take a look at this. Farhan this month has made $836. Farhan, this is absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. Farhan, in Market Fluidity University, look at this. These stats are insane. $830. This is, you know what? You are in the top 5%, and I'm being very generous. Very generous. I would say maybe 2%, but I'm being nice. You're in the top 5% traders who are consistently making money. Me and you are in that same category of traders who made money this month. Me and you. And I'm so happy we're in this together holding hands in this garden of greens profits. Why only see Twitter and Trade Locker available? Well, MT5 is coming and we don't know about the other thing. What happens if anyone in your business decide to learn from trading videos, they become profitable and then walked out the door? Yeah, let them walk out the door. But you better believe if I see them in person, I'm going to tell them to give me a steak. Talking about steak, I think we should have steaks tonight. Hello. We should have steak tonight at that same Argentinian place. Yeah, I'm feeling have a steak tonight. So me and my wife are gonna have steak tonight at this Argentinian place. Tomorrow. Why? We got some other shit planned tonight. So again, I think it's gonna be tomorrow. Can I connect Dominion markets on MT5? Yes, you can, sir. So I'm literally waiting now for market structure to form. Price comes up, create some sort of a resistance, and then continue on to push down. That's something what I'm waiting for. Is this a good wick after blowing the low? No, because the candle's about to close in 5 minutes. You know, it's about to close. Still the second half. I would say yeah. I would say yes. But my bias is sells. My bias in gold is just sells because of all the good things happening now in the economy. Trump has decided to work with China. You know, Trump has decided he's not going to fire Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell is looking to lower the rates, which is good for the economy. You know, so everything is pointing good for the economy. How much should I withdraw from profit? It's up to you. 10%? 50%? This is the thing. Let me show you here. Let me show you this amazing steak place. If you guys are in Dubai and you want to have some quality steak, go to this place over here. Forget about all those Prime 68 and all those things. No. You want to have quality steak? You go here. You want to see pictures what this place? Look at this place. When you see a place like this, you know there's going to be quality. You sit outside, you have a steak with ketchup. Look at that kitchen. Small ass kitchen. But the food, man, so good. One of the best steaks you will ever have. Look at that. This guy was over here too. Prince Fez. But, wow. Hugo's Argentinian Grill, Dubai. Great. And it's not even that expensive. You want to see the menu? Let me show you the menu. Look at this. Look at 200 dirhams for this steak over here. 200 dirhams. You like something nice, something like, you know, tenderloin? They don't have tenderloin over here. But you get the idea, right? Amazing. Amazing steak. Wow. Oh, this was a good impulse entry in trend on the 15-minute time frame. Can you please look at Discord if possible in the learning session? Send a screenshot. You took a trade as candle broke below the previous candle on 15-minute impulse entry. I took the sell entry on previous candle, took loss. Still trying to understand how to avoid this kind of entry. Balvinder Singh. Mr. Balvinder, let's take a look at this. You just sent a screenshot of my story. Like, this is what you sent. Can you send your chart and then we can take a look at that? Send your chart in the Zoom chat. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, this was a very good impulse entry and trend. Wow, look at that. 60 pip move over here. Is it halal restaurant? Dubai has halal restaurants only. Please give deposit bonus for new traders and new users. Okay. Do you want deposit bonus? I'll give deposit bonus. I'll give deposit bonus then. You want it? You got it. Today, if not today, from tomorrow, if you open a new MT5 account, you move money there, you're going to get a deposit bonus. How much you want? It's not going to be 100%. 25%, 50%, somewhere between there. 25 to 50%, maybe 35% deposit bonus. We're going to do it. Perfect. How to calculate your position size? If I move 1 million, yeah, no, then you're not going to get deposit bonus. No. No. Deposit bonus is only going to be up to a certain limit. Maybe like for C trader, no, only for MT5. Maybe like, let's say, what is that? 5,000 plus 35%. What is that? Yeah. Minus 5,000. 35%. Up to $5,000. Yeah, up to $5,000 we're going to do the deposit bonus. 35%. And it will be a losable deposit bonus. Like, it's going to count towards your equity. You know, so it's going to be a losable deposit bonus. Where are client funds held? Are they kept in segregated accounts with a reputable bank? Yes, SBM Bank. What is best in prop high? SBM Bank and in cold storage, because, you know, we get a lot of deposits with crypto as well. So they're kept in cold storages, but the ones we get in fiat, like from Visa card, MasterCard, Google Pay, Apple Pay, they come through, you know, well, they go through our bank. We have it with the SBM. How to calculate your position size and trade management? You can use magic keys or you can use a lot size calculator. What is best in prop? High win rate? Yes, high win rate. What can you say about people who say trading is haram? What are your opinions? I have no opinions on that. I've stopped arguing with people. I've stopped doing nonsense debates with people. That's what I've understood now. You know, in the past 2 years, I've understood that it makes no sense to have debates with people, to have arguments with people. There's no sense. If someone disrespects you, fuck you, bye, see ya. That's it. Don't talk to them again. If someone embarrasses you or if someone does something shady with you, just see ya, bye. They're cut off. If someone talks a little bit negative to me or something like that, you're done. Out of my life. Done. Because whatever people say or whatever people do, it either comes from a place negative, right? It either comes from a place of envy, jealousy, or genuine disrespect. Even if it's in the form of a joke. Just fuck them. Bye. See ya. How's the $2,500 account journey going? That account journey was going pretty good, but then I deposited $43,000 to that account to make some more money. Don't waste your time unless they don't affect your bank account. Yeah, that's true. Oh, what's this? Is Talabat here? Talabat. All right. Funding Pips is a great firm. My really good friend runs it, Khalid. Really good firm. They have zero payout denials. And just because they have zero payout denials, when we launched Dominion Funding, we began to follow the same model. We have had zero payout denials so far. I finished MFU 3 months ago. I understand all concepts by Raja, but I've still failed 3 FTMO accounts. I take accounts of profits like 2 to 3%. Can't accept a losing day and over a C. Timur, you're a profitable trader, but you just can't control your over trading. That's it. That is. What do you think about the 2,000 to 100K, not as a flip, but as a long-term build? No. It's good to do a long-term build like that, but the way the markets are moving now, I couldn't genuinely accept losing out on all the money that I could make. At the end of the day, money is important. At the end of the day, everyone loves money. And for people to say that, just loving money is not enough, you have to be religious and all this stuff, good, you have to be religious, but you also have to understand, having money gives you so much power. Having money. Now, some people may not like it, right? But having money is power. With money, you can do so many things. With money, you can do good things and you can do bad things. You can build churches with money. You can build mosques with money. You can build gurdwaras for money. You can build so many things with money. Schools, colleges, universities, orphanages for money. Money is absolutely important. You can change your entire lifestyle with money. Even with an extra $1,000 coming in every month, you can do so many things with money. An extra $1,000 coming in can change your entire lifestyle. An extra 1,500 coming in can change your entire perspective, can change it changes the way you eat. An extra $1,000 a month. So imagine what an extra $100,000 a month can do. An extra $200,000 can do. How much time will it take to become a successful trader? 10 years. You are infinite % correct, Raja. Thank you for agreeing with me. Money is absolutely important. You don't have money, no one gives a fuck about you. No one gives a flying fuck about you if you don't have money. Just look around. When you have money, everyone's perspective about you changes. Some people say you're a thief, scam, while others say, wow, that's motivation. Even your own family's perspective about you changes. I'm telling you, it's a powerful thing. It's a powerful, powerful, powerful thing. Hi sir, 1 month market fluidity course good enough? Yes, it is good enough for 1 month. I will deposit $250, build it to 500, then buy a Dominion Funding Challenge. Yes, that's the best way to move forward. Mentoring with Dominion Funding? No. How do you have small losses? How do you keep your losses that small? This one was I got stopped out. Right over here. This one I got stopped out. So I took 2 entries. Where is it? Go to 30-minute time frame. Was it this one? Yeah, it was right here. This one, right over here. I took 2 entries and I got stopped out in one, and I'm like, shit, so let's just leave the other one running. Yeah, so see right over here. Took 2 entries. I'm thinking of buying the instant funding from account unless you're PropFirm with instant funding language. I have kids in the car. Yes, sir. You can go buy the instant funding challenges. We can have the instant funding challenges here with us as well. But the passing rate will be really low because the risk on that is really tight. It's really strict. It's really strict. You're going to be better off with a 1-step or a 2-step because the risk is very, very strict. You can try it out. With consistently applying smart logic concepts and MFU rules, this month is looking good. Locores, I remember you, Locores. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Wow. Take a look at that. $544 this month. Beautiful. What happened over here? What was this? What was this? You need to take a look at this. You need to take a look at this loss and ask yourself, what the hell happened over here? Because this is the only thing that puts you in negative for that week. Mistake on the 14th, bro. I overtraded. Ah, yeah. See, that's it. You overtraded and look what happened. When you don't overtrade, look what happens. You know? That's amazing. Very happy for you. Very happy for you. Without leverage, making money in trading is difficult. Yes, it is. Without leverage, it's very, very difficult. Why is intermediate markets available in the US? Because of regulations. But what you can do is, you can register here, but there's Trade Locker. There's Trade Locker and the same trading conditions. The same trading conditions. Thank you. What do you mean by risks for? Well, it's very tighter, very strict rules. Sir, please 50% deposit for $100 or $200 deposit for new users and new trader. Okay. Ratul Rabi, just for you. Where's my pen? Got my pen. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. 50% deposit. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. If you open up a new MT5 account, so probably going to do it tomorrow, or we'll try to do it today, right? Till $200, you will get 50% bonus deposit. Till $200. Anything above $200, till $5,000, you will get a 35% bonus deposit. Ratul, there we go. Everyone go thank this guy, Ratul. Go thank this guy, Ratul. And man, this guy just... this guy did something crazy for you guys now without even saying anything. Ratul, someone is saying, Ratul, get out. So funny. What the hell does this guy want? Someone wants me to buy properties now. Okay, I just sent a message to my team that today, maybe in the next 30 minutes, we will set up. If you deposit $200, you will get a 50% bonus deposit. And it will be a losable bonus deposit. But the caveat is it will be a losable bonus deposit. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Are you still looking for a sell? Yes, I am still looking for a sell. Even if I shift from CTrader to MetaTrader, yes. If you shift from CTrader to MetaTrader, if you open up a new MT5 account, not now, wait for 2 hours, and you move money to your MT5 account fresh, you will get a 50% bonus deposit. So yeah. What's your leverage you offer? 100 to 1 on gold and 500 to 1 on everything else. So I'm going to wait for price to create some sort of a market structure resistance so we can go for a selling opportunity over here. But guys, listen, I'm going to go and we're going to start to set this thing up for bonus deposits. And we're probably going to see you on Friday. Take care. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Bonus, bonus, bonus.